Hello viewers, welcome to Lessons with Philip. And today we want to start with the simplification of sorts. How do you simplify sorts? How do you break down sorts? Okay, now we have some questions on the board. Follow me as we solve it. Okay, now you can only simplify sorts if they have a factor that is a perfect square. Okay, now for example, number one, we have to simplify sort 8. Does 8 has a factor which is a perfect square? Yes. Now, this is the same thing as sort of 4 times 2. Okay? Now, don't forget the factors of 8 is 1, 8, and 2. Okay? Now, if I use both 1 and 8, 1 times 8, square root of 1 will still remain 1. Square root of 8 cannot be found. Okay? Now, I can only, 4. If I use 2 and 4, okay? 2 times 4. 4 is a perfect square. 2 is not a perfect square. So that's why I'm using 4 times 2. All right. Now, 4 times 2 will give me 8. And this is the same thing as sort 4 times sort 2. Don't forget that we have said in our law of indices that when we have sort A times sort B, it is the same thing as sort of AB. This is where we started from. So from this place, we go to this. Okay? All right. So when we have sort 2 times sort 3, this is the same thing as sort 6. So that is what we are doing here. Okay? That is the application of the law of sort. Okay? Now, square root of 4 is 2 times sort 2. Okay? So square root of 4 is 2 times sort 2. That's what we have. Let's go to the second example, which is different a little bit. That's sort of 50. Now, what are the factors of 50? We have 1, we have 5, we have 10, we have 25, and we have 50. Now, if you check the factors of 50, we have 1 times 50, we have 2 times 25, and we have 10 times 5. If you check all this, now, which of them contains a perfect square? 1 is a perfect square, but 50 is not. Now, 2 is not, 25 is, 10 is not, 5 is not. So that shows I will be taking this. That's why I'll be taking 2 times 25, because one of it is a perfect square. Okay? Now, so therefore, I have square root of 50 to be equivalent to sort 50, sort of 25 times 2. Okay? Now this is equivalent to sort of 25 times sort of 2. I want to split the two factors. Now square root of 25 will be 5 times square root of 2. Okay? Let's go to another one. Now, example 3. We have to simplify sort 147. Now, as the same, the factors of 147 which contain a perfect square is 49 and 3. Okay? Now, because 49 is a perfect square, 7 times 7 is 49. So that shows it can be simplified further by saying square root of 49 times sort 3. And square root of 49 is 7 sort 3. Okay? Now let's go further to another example where it has to simplify sort 0.2. That is example 4, where it has to simplify sort of 0.02. This is the same thing as square root of 2 divided by 100. Okay? Square root 2 divided by 100 will still give you 0.02. So if you go for that, this is equivalent to sort of 2 divided by sort of 100. don't forget in our law of surd, we said when we have surd of A over B is the same thing as surd of A over surd of B. Okay? Now, let's simplify it further. Now, square root of 2 cannot be simplified. So we have surd 2 over square root of 100 is 10. Automatically, this will be 1 over 10 surd 2. Okay? Now, example 5. Example 5, we are told to simplify surd of 12. Surd 12 divided by surd 4. If you check, I can simplify this in different forms. But if I check, both of them as a factor that can be divided. Both 12 and 4 as a common factor. So I can say this is equivalent to square root of 12 over 4. Don't forget what I've done here. Okay? Now, I can divide this to have 4 here 1, 4 here 3. This will give me surd 3. Someone says, what if they don't have a common factor? Yes, if they don't have a common factor, what we should have done is that we should have said that since we have surd 12, we should have said this is the same thing as if you have surd 12 divided by surd 3, or surd divided by surd 4, we should have said that this is the same thing as surd 12. Don't forget, surd 12 is the same thing as 4 times 3. 4 surd 4 times 3 divided by surd 4. Okay? Now this is equivalent to surd 4 times surd 3 divided by surd 4. If you see we have a common that can be cancelled, and this will be surd 3. It depends on what you have as the denominator. Okay? Now let's go to our example 5. Example 5. Example 5. Okay? Sorry, example 6, which is the last example. Square root of 147 divided by square root of 108. Now, if you check this, this is the same thing as we have simplified 147 before. So now we have a common factor of 49 times 3, and this is same thing as 36, so 36 times 3. Now, let's simplify deeper. So we have square root of 49 times surd 3 divided by square root of 36 times square root of 3. Okay? Now, this one can cancel this. So we have square root of 49 to be 7 and square root of 36 to be 6. And this is equivalent to one whole number, 1 over 6. Okay? Now, if you find this class very helpful to you, like my videos, share to your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. See you in my coming videos. Thank you. Bye.